And 2020 GLVC West Divisional meet here in Elsa, Illinois at Principia College with the Drury Lady Panthers, who take second place, 35 points. Runner up to the SBU Lady Bearcats, 27-35 in the 6-team race, and led by runners at second and third place, Claire and Katie McCune. And ladies, I'll let you go from left to right if you'll introduce yourselves and tell me what year you are and hometown and high school, if you don't mind.
Hi, I'm Riley Glenn. I'm a senior and I'm from Nixon, Missouri.
I'm Cassandra Brown. I'm a senior and I'm from Blue Springs, South.
I'm JVC from Boston. I'm a sophomore from South Africa.
Hi, I'm Maddie Bennett. I'm a freshman and I'm from St. Charles, Missouri.
I'm Mia Harris. I'm a freshman and I'm from West Plains, Missouri.
I'm Annabelle White and I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm a freshman.
I'm Tori Wells. I'm a freshman. I'm from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
I'm Lainey Nichols. I'm a freshman and I'm from Claremore, Oklahoma.
I'm McKenna Mason. I'm a freshman and I'm from Clinton, Missouri.
I'm Elizabeth Stinson. I'm a freshman and I'm from Liberty, Missouri.
I'm Katie McCune. I'm a senior and I'm from Springfield, Missouri. And I'm Claire McCune and I'm a senior from Springfield, Missouri.
And ladies, this was just your second meet of the season, right? You did one of the GLVC tri meets a couple of 2 weeks ago, and then this was meet number 2. Is that right?
Yeah.
Claire and Katie, talk to me about the race. Tell me how it went when the 1-2 finish behind Alicia Burgess of SBU.
Yeah, I think it was a good race. It was a good team race for sure. I think we worked really well together over the last part of the race especially. I was really proud of the freshman girls for stepping up, and that was just a great team race for us. Yeah, definitely. Just had a really strong team race. I think the last mile, everyone looked really good, really strong. I think we ran really well together. An improvement over a couple weeks ago, and I think we're looking strong.
And it was pretty warm today. Thankfully, the clouds kind of rolled in right before your all's races, but 22:07 for Claire and 22:33 for Katie. Talk to me about the conditions. Anybody want to jump in and tell me? It's kind of a compact little course, but it's got some hills in it, and it was still warmer than you'd like it to be.
Riley, you want to go?
Sure. Yeah, it was a little bit warm for us, but we were doing everything that we could to prepare for that, prepare our bodies to keep a low temperature as low as we could get it before the start of the race. So we were going into it prepared physically and mentally to endure the heat. So I think we handled it well. As far as the course goes, there were some hills, but I think we managed it and were able to kind of push through it and just be mentally tough overall.
How far do you guys have to travel in Springfield to find any hill workouts? Any hills to do workouts?
About 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. And talk to me. Last year, was it last year, Katie, that you redshirted, or was that your freshman year? Do you remember?
That was my freshman year that I redshirted cross country. And then Claire did last. No, you haven't. No. This year.
And then last year, Claire, what made it to nationals and what All-American finish? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I was 35th at the national meet, and that was just a great experience, learning experience for sure. I was just super happy to make it to the meet for one, and just to compete really well there. And yeah, it was a great overall experience.
Is that first woman or second overall women's All-American honor?
First woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's it like, ladies? You get to basically the weekend of indoor nationals and basically a week before the outdoor season starts, and COVID hits and send people home, and talk to me about that, and having to come off an All-American honor and have to sit out and then not wonder when you're going to be able to race again.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. I know just for the athletes at the national meet for sure, just not knowing what to expect and just getting sent home so close to the race and just everything that they've been working for. So I know that was tough for those athletes there, and even for a lot of the freshmen not getting to finish their senior year.
Yeah, well, and everybody's outdoor season as well, right?
Yeah, definitely really proud of all the freshmen and everyone on this team for the work put in over the summer. We just came in with really strong girls, and girls were really willing to put in a lot of work, and I think that's definitely showed this week.
And anybody else want to jump in and tell me what it was like not knowing if you'd be able to race or compete again for a while, and here we are, you know, basically 7 months later, and you finally get to do that?
It's been 10 months since a lot of the freshmen have even raced. So like the state cross country meet our senior year. So yeah, that was weird coming back and racing a couple weeks ago for the first time, but we're learning. Yeah, we're learning. We're gonna race again.
How hard was that for a lot of you freshmen to miss out on your senior spring sports seasons and spring track seasons, and you worked so hard for that, and just not be able to have that happen?
It was awful. I don't know. For me, I came off a junior year with a sickness, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into my senior year, I'm gonna make up for that. And then we didn't get it. We had like, oh, we're gonna have a 2-week-long spring break, and then it turned into 4 weeks, and then 6 weeks, and they're like, never mind, you're not getting any of that.
Sure.
You're not coming back, actually.
Disappointing.
It was very disappointing.
It
But it allowed us to work harder over the summer. Like, we got our summer training from Gibson, and then we just focused and dived into that.
And Elizabeth, tell me, like you and Mia, and among others, were, you know, two girls that were, you know, basically all-state calibers your whole 4 years in high school. And then what was that like, having that opportunity your senior year, your last, you know, prom, last state track meet? What was that like, missing out on all that?
That was really hard because there was a lot of goals senior year track season, hoping to get times down, hoping to maybe make the state and like really compete for your last time in high school, and having that be taken away was pretty hard. Especially going off a pretty good, I would say, like cross country season, having all of us be able to hopefully have a last track season and have that be taken away was definitely a difficult time.
Sure.
Yeah, it made it easier though, knowing that everyone else was experiencing the same thing. So that made it better.
Yeah.
Sure.
Community.
Yeah.
And
together.
and obviously they said early on that they postponed the championships until the spring, and then, you know, you get to meet 2 weeks ago, and now they basically get a conference meet, and there's going to be no national meet. Tell me what those different emotions were, that yeah, you get to race again, but oh, guess what, there's not going to be a national meet. We're just going to have conference in 2 weeks, and then we're going to move on to indoor and outdoor track.
I think for me it's been a blessing because I wasn't even expecting to compete this season because I was going to redshirt. So just getting this little bonus has been a blessing, and just getting to compete with them and just get some more experience has been really cool. Even if it isn't looking like normal, we still get to have some races, which is what a lot of teams aren't getting to do right now. So just really thankful for that.
And eligibility wise, is it still going to cost you a season?
No.
No? Okay, wonderful. So you'll be able to come back next year with your sister and race again.
Right.
Well, talk about what the goals are and what do you guys need to improve on to come away. You took second today, so you'll be in the fast section at conference, the COVID separated conference races in 2 weeks back here. What do you guys need to work on and to do what you need to do at conference in 2 weeks?
I think we just ran a really great team race, and I think we can just carry that into 2 weeks from now, get some good workouts in between now and then, and yeah, just continue to work together as a team, look strong, stay healthy. Yeah.
Sounds like a hill workouts is in your future to be ready for the couple of hills you got here.
Being warned about hills and then running them are two very different things.
Had anybody else run here before?
Only McCune.
Okay. And tell me, girls, with COVID and missing out so much, what did you guys, now that you're back together and training and competing again, do you find that you missed a lot of the small things that you didn't really appreciate, and you have a greater appreciation for those things?
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody jump in, and a couple of you tell me about what you appreciate now, that the small things that you may have taken for granted previously.
Well, actually, this is me and Tori's first race. Everyone else was able to race at the last meet, but this is our first race back, and it's just working with each other because Tori and I train together too. So I missed like running with the team, hearing the feet as you're warming up together, talking, laughing, just being with the team, honestly.
I'd say you really appreciate waking up super early in the morning and coming to like run with people and run with your team and getting to see like everyone before your day starts. that's something that like can be hard, but when it's taken away from you, it is much harder. Like, it's very appreciative that I have it back.
Those are the people that make your day. Those are the people you work out with, you eat with, you do everything with them. So when it's taken away, it's like there's this hole that you don't know what to do.
Basically a second family that was taken away.
And road trips and team meals, those probably are something you'd miss that you probably are really enjoying, huh?
Yeah.
And talk about what your all's goal is to try to add to the legacy and the growing. Obviously, we've got 5 different classes of women here, from freshmen to some seniors, and maybe a couple of redshirt senior. But to build on this young program that's only been around for just over about 20 years or so, that and Coach's second year here, as you guys build off the success that Coach Van Arkel and Coach Moreno built, and really what the Drury Panthers and the track and cross country are all about. Tell me, jump in, and looking forward to being a part of that legacy to help the Grow program be one of the top D2 programs in the region and the country.
I think I can say that at least for like all of us freshmen, we want to learn from the seniors and the juniors and the sophomores, and then we just came here to be a part of a team where we can do something big. And so I think for this year, we're just here to learn from them and then move on and do something big with the program. Take what they know and go with it.
It's very different in high school. You have people that won't necessarily put in all the work or support each other, but when you come to college, and especially with this team, everyone wants to work, everyone wants to get better, and you can look up to those older classmen and be like, hey, this is what I should be doing.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the main reasons why I chose Drury, is just to build something here that we can be proud of, and just to continue to build that legacy for the teams in the future, and just be a part of something that I know that we started.
And what's it like now being upper class? Both of you senior and redshirt junior and senior now. Do you guys take on a bigger leadership role, and all this great freshman class you got that came in? They look up to you as big sisters that let you lead the way?
They make it easy though. They're really willing to listen and just learn, and you can tell that they want to learn, so that makes it easy just to support them and encourage them and lead them, but also encourage them mostly.
No too tough initiation or no hazing going on, or they just got to carry the bags and clean your clothes?
We wouldn't admit to it, but no.
Right, nothing that you'll admit to, huh? Right. Well, congrats on the great race, ladies, and stay healthy the next 2 weeks, and good luck back here in 2 weeks as you race here at the full conference meet. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.